What's up? What is going on with you beautiful beings out there? Sending out love, peace, and light to every single one of y'all beautiful, beautiful people. And today, what I want to talk about. I want to talk about why I even decided to have Osiris at home. A lot of people like question me and like almost no one in my actually nobody supported me having him at home in my whole family. Not one person. And everybody was saying, anything could happen. I should go to the hospital. I'm putting myself at danger by having my baby at home and all these different things and different perspectives of their life and from their experience. So, me, being me, not caring with nobody. I had some blueberries on my tongue. I'm drinking my smoothie. I got some blueberries, cherries, oatmeal milk. What is that? E3 Live. Matcha green tea powder, which is a good antioxidant. And this is really good. But yeah, so everybody was, pushing their fears upon me. I actually had one person in my whole family was like, Kayla, look, whether you want to have this baby at home or at the hospital, I'm gonna be there and support you. And that's some real, you feel me, stuff right there. Like, dang, even though you don't support or you're not 100% sure with this decision I decided to make, you still said out of everything, like, Kayla, look, regardless, I'm gonna be there when you have him, and I love you for that. Shout out to Courtney, you feel me? I thank you for appreciating you for being there for me regardless, because we have a lot of, because everybody else is like, oh, I don't know if I want to be there, what a child protective services get called, and a whole bunch of dumb shit that didn't matter. Like, I got the smoothie all in my teeth. Whole bunch of dumb shit that wasn't going to happen. Like, it was illegal for me to choose where I want to have the birth of my child. Like, can we make this make sense? Please and thank you. So that was just like number one. Where I was like, oh, to see that people don't support me doing this, yeah, I'm gonna really do it now. Like, I'm that person, you feel me? I'm always persevering and I'm always going through the obstacles and courses that other people don't want to go through, you feel me? But that makes me stronger in the end, yeah. So I was just determined. For one, I was determined to it was a discipline thing. I had to mentally, physically, spiritually prepare myself to have a baby at home. I wasn't even expecting nobody to be there on my own. Thank God my two cousins came, but I was prepared to be there on my own. So it's just like, with that kind of mentality, I had to be disciplined as fuck. Meditate every day, do yoga every day, read affirmations every day, subconsciously program my mind and my body to get ready to have my first baby without ever feeling a contraction at 20 years old at home in my townhouse. That's, you feel me? Like, I was determined. I didn't care. I was going to do it because I'm strong and I'm capable of everything and anything, and all women are. It's about how much you want to control that mind of yours. And as y'all can see, my head is pretty big, so y'all need to know my brain is even bigger, so I be unlocking this, you feel me? That's all I do every day, all day. I just unlock different parts of my brain, different pieces of my brain, different aspects, different, situations. Like, that's just me. So yeah, like, the whole situation was just, I knew that hospitals became popular around 1906 through 1912 because I did my research. And before that, I think not even too long ago, my great grandmother actually, who lived long enough for me to turn like 14, was able to tell a story about how she had all her kids at home. And I think she had like 6 of them at home. at home. So that is like 3 generations after me. And that's, if you think about it, now if you think about it for 1 second, just 1 second, that's not that long ago. Once again, I lived to speak to someone who had their kids at home. So, with that being said, why do people feel like now, in this 2019, that having a birth at home is impossible and dangerous? Tell me, can somebody please explain that to me? I need answers, because when I looked at that, I was like, okay, maybe 3 generations ago, people were having babies at home. That's not even that long ago. My great-grandmother had a baby at home. Okay, you feel me? Then I'm looking around at everybody who's having a baby at home with a midwife or a doula. So I'm like, okay. But then this is what really inspired me. Go to Yada Awakening on Instagram. Him and his wife really inspired me to do an unassisted home birth. They don't have anything on YouTube, but I'm shouting them out. Follow them, Yada, I think _awakening or Yada Awakening. Just Google YADA Awakening. And they like coaches everybody through like their lifestyle and how she was, her and her husband, only those two, had the baby at home by themselves. She did it, really. She pushed out the baby in the tub, and her husband was there supporting her the whole way. You know what I'm saying? Which was beautiful, which was amazing, and which it is supposed to be. Women, you are not, look, my child's father didn't want to be there for the birth because he was scared. Because he was just like everybody else in this dogma state of mind that you're supposed to have a baby at the hospital. If not, something bad's going to happen. Making something bad happen. You know what I'm saying, with that mentality. So, he's not realizing that I'm unlocking my mind and I'm controlling different parts where I know I can do whatever I want to. It's all about what I put my mind to. So, I watched them and they were amazing. And that's the people who inspire me. And even though I didn't have like a supportive husband on my side, which won't do this shit again, will make sure got a ring on it next time I'm having anybody's child. That's why I said fuck sex and I'm being abstinent. Yes, I could look straight in the camera and say I'm abstinent with no problem. It has definitely opened more portals for me, made me stronger and more connected within myself. And that way I'm not clouded by this whole thing of sex. What is sex? Sex with people. I'm not clouded by that judgment, in the sense that I just take it is what it is and it is what it isn't. Like, I'm not going to be transferring energy with a whole bunch of people who, you know, are frequency is low. Like, not saying I'm better than them, not saying they're better than me. Nothing's good or bad in this universe. Just saying we're not vibrating on the same frequency, so there's no need for me to even be transferring energy with you. So now that I have this state of mind, I realize that I have to really get to know somebody to, you feel me, actually be, you know, having sex with them, because of the simple fact, look, in 2019 we have this state of mind that, okay, you just fuck on somebody. Yeah, I had sex with this dude, yeah, I just had sex with this shorty, and it's fun and games, laugh. Like I said on my social media video, while social media is toxic, you know, people are swiping right and left on Tinder. You know what I mean? Just picking sexual partners they want to have for the night. It's just a lot of unhealthy things going on. So a lot of bad energy being transferred. Well, not bad, just not say energy that serves you being transferred. So now that I'm not physically active, not doing anything sexual with anyone, I just see more clear. Like, I'm looking at everybody in that kind of friend kind of aspect, you know, because all I'm focused on right now is, you know, me becoming my best version and showing my son, being a good example for my son. So to do that, I just had to be abstinent, and I feel good. I feel amazing, you know. And so I just feel like more pure. And when I became abstinent, actually, while I was pregnant, and that's another reason why my energy was super powerful enough to have this baby at home by myself. I know most people won't be abstinent and pregnant, you know what I mean? But actually, people were laughing at me on Facebook for that. But it gave me enough power to have a baby at home by myself. I've also been reading this book called Sacred Woman by Queen Afu. Yes, it's an amazing book, Sacred Woman by Queen Afu. I think it's AFAU or something like that. Don't take me verbatim, but and there's different gateways and different things you have to practice within a book, and being abstinent is one. So a lot of girls close that book when they see that. Me, I'm up for any challenge, you know, but I was already abstinent before I started reading the book, but that just gave me even more like, you know, I'm on the right path and I need to continue to do what I'm doing. And there's different gateways and different things you can do to cleanse your womb, because as ladies, we hold everything in our wombs. We create everything in our wombs. You know what I mean? So, since your womb is a place of creation, you can create life, and my son is sitting here right now, you have to cleanse it also from all the toxins that you have put in your bodies over the years, down to birth control, down to the food we eat, down to the men you have sex with, toxic things that no longer serve you. You have to cleanse that from your womb, and you will become stronger, more powerful, more resilient. You would just feel amazing. Like, and I'm speaking from experience. So that's another reason why I was real destined on having this home birth, because I had very powerful energy when I was actually in labor with him, because I was being abstinent. I was meditating, I was doing yoga, I was practicing my breath, so I was able to meditate through most of my contractions. Some of the contractions, y'all, I just was yelling because I just had to get that shit out. Like, had to just let this shit release me. But most of the time, I was just meditating through them. And it was 26 hours. And so this is my first child. And I never even knew what a contraction was like. I never even had Braxton Hicks. So I had no clue what I was getting myself in the midst of. Getting contractions feel like somebody just taking hella body shots to you. Like you just got in a hella bad fight, and just like getting tighter and tighter and hurting more and more. So yeah, that was like that was probably the most painful thing ever, but I'm here to speak about it today, and it made me stronger. And I was just, you know, also I don't fuck with hospitals. Like, last but not least, like, I wanted to put myself through a test. I had a lot of spiritual power, you know what I mean? And I didn't fuck with the hospital life. So ever since I had got on my vegan journey, I was not fuck with the hospital. I know everything could be healed naturally. So with that being said, I have no reason to go to a hospital. I have no reason to worry about diseases because I'm not fucking anybody. I have no reason to worry about my health issues because I feel good. I look good. I feel great. I feel amazing. I'm not depressed. I'm out in nature. I'm enjoying life. I'm peaceful. You know, I'm in a truly happy place. You feel me? And that's why I don't deal with the hospitals. Hospitals are not here. That once you realize that the hospital is a corporation, you will look at it completely different. Once you realize that the hospital is a corporation, look at me. Once you realize the hospital is a corporation, you will look at it different. I was in college for 2 years. I had dropped out, actually got my GED at 16, and I started going to college. So my major at first was biology. Then I went down to a medical technician. Medical technicians make medicine. So I'm going to school learning how the human body works, learning how psychology works, the mind works, how the mind and the body is one, and learning all the physical aspects of the human body. And so when you look at medicine and you look at what it does, it's just telling your mind, okay, this is okay for the time. It's really numbing your mind, while in reality your body is getting worse, and also making you addicted to that pill you took in the first place. So not only is your body not healing, you're just dying and you just don't feel it. But now you're addicted to it. So now you can't even let it go, because that's the only way you can cope, through your body deteriorating and dying even quicker while here on planet Earth. And see, I don't want to live like that. That's why I eat healthy. I don't want to go and do that. Like, I'd rather just eat healthy now, you know what I mean, and not face any consequences later, like karma. You are, like, you know, the laws of karma. What you plant is what shall grow. It's that simple, you know. Plant bad seeds, get bad plants. Plant good seeds, get amazing plants. It's whatever you sow. And so the hospital is not there to like give you herbs. There's herbs and medicines and different things that you can always digest from you know, food, herbs, what you eat, the hormones in the food, the unhealthy foods, the high fructose corn syrup. I always say this shit wrong. And different things like that. That's actually very, very, very addictive. Actually, can give you cancer, can give you ADHD. If you look at the red dyes and things that are in cereals and juices, even if it says 100% juice, it's still some BS if you cannot look at the back and understand the ingredients. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you this. Every time you go out and you purchase anything, just look at the back and read the ingredients. If you don't understand it, don't put it in your body, or go on Google and search it, and then you really not going to put it in your body, because that's what I did. Or when you're taking the medicine, search the ingredients of the medicines that you're taking. Ooh. A bee. I smell that must be that lavender oil. But nah, Google the ingredients of the medicine that you are putting in your body. Do that. And then if you don't know what that means, because you're not, then Google the meaning of that. And when you break all that down, you're going to start thinking twice about all the things you're putting in your body, and about ever going to the hospital, about ever getting an epidural, about ever taking a pill, about ever giving your baby some medicine. Like, if you're ready for that third eye to open up, you got to be ready. It's a journey. You got to work through them chakras and open up that pineal gland and then your crown, and then you're going to feel amazing. So that's the reasons why I didn't want to have my baby at the hospital, and I was destined on having a home birth. I was destined to discipline myself, get myself mentally and physically ready, persevering through a problem, and just pushing myself to the limit. And I made it, and I'm here. And I also don't like the hospital, because it's a business. It's $1 million corporation. They're not here to heal. They're here to hurt. Sending out love, peace, and light to all of y'all beautiful, 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 beautiful beings. I'ma be talking to y'all every day, you feel me? Comment topics, inbox me on Instagram at KAY, the goddess. Come shop at divinewatersorganics.com. Get your Yanni steam, ladies. Steam that Yanni, snap it back. Or, you know, come get your hair growth, fellas. I see the little bald spot, ladies. You know, you need some edges. divinewatersorganics.com. I'm out. Peace.